Hello. In this video, we will set up a simple Kubernetes deployment. So first, go onto your Google Cloud platform and activate the Cloud Shell. And to do that deployment, we will first set up a simple Node.js application. So on the Google Cloud Shell, create a new directory, Hello app, cd into the directory, and create the first step will be to create a server.js file. Here is my server.js file. Save it. The next step is to create a package.json file. Save the file. And the third step is to create the Docker file. Save it. The next step will be to run the npm install command. This will install all the dependencies required for our npm app or Node app. After that, we will set up the Google Cloud config for your project. So use the command gcloud config set project and your project ID, which is available on the home screen of your Google Cloud. Paste it and done. The next step is to create the cluster. So for that, use the command gcloud container clusters create hyphen auto name of the cluster backslash double hyphen location and give the location US hyphen central one. This will create your Kubernetes cluster. At most, it will take 10 to 12 minutes to create the cluster. After that, we will set up the credentials for the cluster. So now that the cluster has been created, we will get credentials for the clusters. Use the command gcloud container clusters get hyphen credentials name of the cluster backslash location US hyphen central one. This will set up the credentials for the cluster. The next step will be to export the project ID as variable. So use the command export and project ID and get your project ID from the home screen of your gcloud. The next step is to build the Docker image. So using the command docker build gcr.io $project ID backslash name of the and the version space dot. This will specify the location from which the Docker should build the image. The next step is to push the Docker image to the GCR or the Google Container Registry. So use the command docker push and the image name that we just created. Now that the image has been pushed to the GCR, we will now create the deployment for the kubectl server. So use the command kubectl create deployment, name of the server and the image. And the next step will be to expose that deployment. So we are exposing the deployment to port 80 and target port 8080. So this makes sure that the port has been exposed. So now we can use the command kubectl get ports. So this shows that the status of the pod is currently pending. So what we will do is wait for a few more minutes so that the pods will be in ready state so that we can see our file being run on the entire net. Now that the status of the pods is turned to running, we will get the external IP using the command kubectl get service and the name of the service, which is hello server. So this is the external IP. We will copy it and paste it to a new tab. The application might take some more minutes to get running, so we will wait. Our application is now up and running. Thank you.